Hello everyone, Morgan from Mirror Edge Networks here, and you join me in Barcelona at ISE 2024. I've been very fortunate that Per, Nikolai and the rest of the team at M&K Sound have invited me out for a first look and presentation of the new IW500 speakers. These mark an incredible time for M&K, as M&K have been actively involved with the development of the THX certification over the last several decades. And as Dominus certification has become the new requirement for larger size home cinema rooms where your seating distance may be as much as 6 meters from the projection screen wall and the room might be as big as 184 cubic meters, a suitable speaker to be able to present audio into the room and ensure seat-to-seat consistency was required. As you can imagine, there's been several years worth of research and development and discussions around how to present a speaker at that level, and that is what we've been presented with here today. So these are the new IW500 speakers. These speakers can be placed behind an acoustic projection screen wall so that you can have your speakers in the optimal position behind the screen, and also if required, they can be turned onto their side so that when a TV screen or DV LED display is being used, that we can also ensure that the Dominus certification has still been maintained for larger size fixed display screens. So what's really interesting is the use of materials. There's some beautiful new drivers that they've spent a lot of time research and developing, most notably the dual 8-inch carbon fiber reinforced low frequency drivers in these speakers, which provide a very strong and detailed, accurate, fast bass reproduction down to about 80 Hertz. And obviously that is to keep in line with the requirements of the THX certification, where the speakers have a requirement to go down to 80 Hertz, beyond which the low frequency response is taken over by the M&K subs. If you know anything about M&K, M&K was the company that founded the idea of having a satellite configuration around you with the subwoofer taking all the heavy lifting of the low frequency response in the room. And on that note, we've been listening to these speakers paired with the X12 Plus subwoofer to take care of all the low frequency response within this room. I would also like to say thank you very much to the guys from Storm Audio for having brought out the ISP20, which is the 20-channel surround sound processor with built-in amplification. And what they have done in this instance is use Dirac to ensure that the room is calibrated for the speakers that are located here. And the configuration of their surround sound processor here is actually quite interesting. 2 of the channels have been bridged so that we can deliver 500 watts worth of power into each of these speakers and ensure that we're getting a really strong and accurate audio response out of these speakers. So listening in this configuration is a 2.1 configuration, and it really has been a beautiful experience. I think, if I reference to the material that we've listened to today, we've listened to some Bon Iver, some Daft Punk, as well as a few other musical representations. And immediately when you think to yourself, these are home cinema speakers, why would we listen to some music? It's obviously not always very easy to be able to set up a complete surround sound experience at trade shows like this. But if a speaker sounds great musically, I can imagine how good it's going to be in the cinema solutions environment. And the amount of detail and clarity and accuracy that I found from these speakers today is quite something. What I particularly noted is that there's no overbearingness of the low frequency response because the sub has been beautifully integrated into the 2 speakers. And I think what was particularly interesting, if I think back, we listened to some Eric Clapton, playing Layla, which is the live rendition in San Francisco, and the music is very, very clear. You can imagine where Eric Clapton is sitting on the stage, and there's a whole soundscape. And obviously, as cinema speakers being used in a hi-fi type scenario today, that was really interesting to see. So overall, I must say I've been incredibly impressed by listening to these new M&K speakers here today. I cannot wait for them to come to market in the next couple of weeks, and it's certainly a speaker product that I'm going to be looking to recommend in our home cinema solutions moving forwards. If you'd like to know more about these M&K speakers, my contact details will be in the bottom of this YouTube video, and of course we'd like to be able to work with you on your home cinema projects whenever possible. If you'd like to see more information about these speakers as we listen to them throughout the course of the year, subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can come along and not miss out on the representation that we give for these speakers. I hope you've enjoyed this first look and product overview for the new M&K speakers.